No, but half a second. You must have told her your name. She could trace you.
Exactly. She knows my name and where I live and everything. But I haven't heard a word from her. I suppose when I didn't turn up at the hotel, she thought I'd changed my mind and just dumped her.
Superintendent, I am a taxpayer. I request the police to investigate a simple crime, and what response do I get? None! It so happens that my late husband was a good friend of your chief constable. Now will you do your duty and arrest that girl?
Extraordinary ruckus going on out there, Jeeves.
Indeed, sir. Mrs. Gregson has lost her pearls.
Really? Pearls, eh? That's a bit of a coincidence.
Sir?
Well, the Reverend and his sister leaving her pearls with me.
Good news, Mr. Wooster.
Wonderful news.
Oh.
I'm able to repay the money you so generously lent me.
Oh, well, that's good, isn't it?
We're so relieved. If you could just let us have my pearls back now.
For which we hold a receipt.
Of course. Jeeves, the pearls. So, had a bit of luck, eh? Not on the GGs, I hope. There you are.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wooster. It doesn't seem to...
Jeeves, the pearls have gone.
Good heavens, sir.
Whatever can have happened to them?
Whatever could have happened to them, Jeeves?
Echo answers whatever, sir.
This is a most serious development, Mr. Wooster.
Well, yes.
A poor parson is scarcely in a position to bear such a loss.
No, I see that.
The pearls were valued at some £3,000, Mr. Wooster.
Ghastly coincidence, Jeeves. Aunt Agatha and I both losing pearl necklaces.
Not entirely a coincidence, sir. I first suspected that something was amiss when I saw the Reverend Hemingway selling tips at the racecourse yesterday.
Selling tips? Oh, what rot. Men of the cloth don't sell tips, Jeeves. You're allowing that imagination of yours to go overboard again. What am I going to do?
Write out a cheque for £3,000, sir. Meanwhile, if you can undertake to engage them in conversation for as long as possible, I think I may be able to effect a solution.
Ah, Mr. Wooster, I trust you have searched the inmost recesses of your heart.
Yes, I very well have. And the inmost recesses of my bank account.
I'm sure you will find your reward in heaven.
No chance of anything a bit earlier, I suppose.
Sergeant, a moment of your time. Two persons in this room.
Oh, Mr. Wooster, I feel so guilty.
You have shown an humble and contrite heart, Mr. Wooster.
Well, it's what we Woosters are known for. Oh, and don't go.
Oh, we must, Mr. Wooster.
Are you sure you won't have a snifter?
I have to get back to my flock by tomorrow.
Well, shearing time, is it?
It's amusing, Mr. Wooster.
Jeeves, I was just saying the Hemingways want to stay for a drink.
We really have to go.
You're forgetting your jewel case, Miss Hemingway.
No, it's only an empty box.
Nevertheless, miss.
Oh, well.
Now we really must go.
Ah, Mr. Hemingway, I believe. If I might suggest a course of action, Sergeant, I think you may find it worth your while to examine the contents of that jewel case.
Yes. it's empty.
Just an empty box.
We'll just take a look then.
Right, allow me in. What's going on?
Jeeves! It's the pearls!
All right, Soapy. The game's up.
Oh, God.
I told you he couldn't be as gormless as he looked.
You'll be charged with fraud, obtaining money by deception, and the theft of a pearl necklace, the property of Mrs. Agatha Gregson.
What do you mean? These are not Agatha's?
I took the liberty of abstracting them from Miss Hemingway's luggage, sir.
Yeah, that's illegal, that is.
Come along, you two.
I'll have the law on you, leading a girl on like that.
Come along.
Don't worry about this one, you said. It'll be
No need for that now.
You said, thank you, I can walk quite well on my own. You never listen to
quietly
me.
now.
I said,
Let me get this straight, Jeeves. They'd stolen Aunt Agatha's pearls and then stolen them again from me.
Indeed, sir. The Reverend Hemingway is a well-known confidence trickster known as Soapy Sid. He and his wife work their way along the south coast every year.
Wife? What wife?
The lady calling herself Aileen, sir.
Ah, well, I think you may be wrong there, Jeeves. Aileen Hemingway was keen to marry me, remember?
Mrs. Hemingway was the woman responsible for removing the pearls from their case while you were writing a receipt for her, sir.
Good Lord. Good Lord. I mean to say, good Lord, Jeeves. Well, I shall enjoy this.
Mrs. Gregson,
All I am asking you to do is arrest that girl.
there is no evidence to
Evidence. Search her room.
What, oh, Auntie?
We have already searched her room. There is nothing
And
that...
stand up straight. Is that the way they teach you to stand in the police force nowadays?
Is there anything I can do, Aunt Agatha?
Yes, there is. You can leave. I have enough to bear without your imbecilities. Your chief constable shall hear of this. What is your name?
I think there's something the matter with that girl, Auntie. Is she crying or something?
Remorse. She stole my pearls. Do you refuse to give me your name?
Pearls? Well, that's a coincidence. These are the little chaps, are they?
Oh, no, of course not. No. Where did...
I got them from your friends, the Hemingways.
The Hemingways? The Hemingways? Well, how did they come into the possession of the Hemingways?
Because they jolly well stole them, that's how. That's what they do for a living. They are jewel thieves.
No.
Yes,
no,
yes, Adrian. I mean, I don't want to rub it in, but you do realize that if you had succeeded in getting me to marry that girl, then I should most probably have had children who'd have sneaked my watch while I was dandling them on my knee.
Bertie,
Now,
dear,
I'm not a complaining sort of chap, as a rule, but I must say that in future, you might be just a little bit more careful how you go about egging me on to marry females.
Sir? The engagement is announced between Charles Edward, only son of Mr. E.C. Biffin and Mrs. Biffin of 11 Penslow Square, Mayfair,
It's Biffy!
and Honoria Jane Louise, only daughter of Sir Roderick and Lady Glossop of 6B Harley Street, W1.
Honoria!
Indeed it is, sir.
Well, what on earth is Biffy doing getting engaged to Honoria Glossop?
I could not say, sir.
I mean, there probably are fellows in this world who could get engaged to this Glossop menace and like it. Tough, hardy chaps with strong chins and glittering eyes, but Biffy is not one of them.
Assuredly not, sir. Will that be all, sir?
Yes, right-o, Jeeves. So, Biffy, congratulations in order, I hear.
Thanks. Bertie?
Still here, old fruit?
Oh, nothing. Is it really true you were once engaged to Honoria?
It is.
How on earth did you manage to get out? I mean, what was the nature of the tragedy that prevented your marriage?
Maybe, old egg, as man to man, do you want to boil out of this thing?
Bertie, old cork, as one friend to another, I do.
How the dickens did you get into it?